So it's a Sunday morning. Normally I don't do videos on a weekend, but today I felt like this is the time that I need to dust myself up and get to that video. Get to that camera, sit in front of the camera and tell you guys that I've been saying that this political party thinks that we are stupid in South Africa. A political party like the EFF lied to us with a straight face previous week. They lied to us, and a lot of these political parties in South Africa, they feel so comfortable in lying to the point that they don't mind lying to you today, and tomorrow they will say, please vote for us because we're going to do this and this and that and that, and people will fall for that. That's what is happening with the EFF. I know there's a situation between the EFF and Operation Dulula. The EFF is pro illegal immigrants, and the actual Operation Dulula says there is no way we are going to accommodate the rest of the African continent. We are a sovereign country and the law must be upheld. And that's what I am for as well on my side. The law must prevail. And if people are not satisfied of this country, they have shown it before and they will show it right now. They will fight until the end. That's what the political parties like Operation Dulula are fighting on the ground, not on social media and talking about everything and filling up the stadiums. They are fighting and they are doing it. Even the Patriotic Alliance, they are doing it. Even the Action SA, they are doing it. The EFF is against all that. And I'm going to be talking about that on this video. But on this channel, we are so respectful. We don't just jump into whatever that we're talking about. The first thing that we do, we say, Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the cafe. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Before you jump into this video, make sure that you are subscribed. And please do like this video. It helps a lot. And also, I would like to hear your own thoughts and views on my comment sections. Even if you don't agree with me, put it down there. Even if you agree with me, put it down there. I want to hear from your side. What do you think about this whole thing? Then let's get into it. So here's the situation. I spoke about it before, and I'm just going to do a summary here. Operation Dulula says that they did not go to the clinic the time that the lady who says the child died because of the blockade at the gates of the clinics. The story goes like this. I'm getting ahead of myself. So there's an illegal immigrant or an immigrant. Let me say an immigrant because I don't know his her illegalities in the country. The immigrant from Malawi decided to take her child to the clinic. And when she got to the clinic, she was stopped from getting into the clinic. So she decided to go to her next clinic and she was stopped to go to that clinic. And she decided to go to the private hospital. And my question is, why didn't you go to the private hospital in the first place if you can afford to go to the private hospital? Anyway, she gets to the private hospital and she gets the assistance. But later on, the child dies. So it gets to the EFF ears. And the EFF decide to say, okay, this is where it stops. They take it to the Alexandra police station. So when they came out, they said they opened a case against Operation Dulula and the Operation Dulula's leader, and they want them to be charged with murder because obviously they had something to do with the child's with the child who is deceased. But okay, cool. The Operation Dulula comes out and say, okay, it's not us. We didn't have any people who were supposed to be canvassing or stopping people at those clinics at that particular time. Okay, cool. Then the next thing, Operation Dulula goes and open a case against EFF. Haibo, I want you to listen to the EFF when they came out there because they lied to us. apparently, they lied to us with a straight face. Listen to this.
If someone gets sick and someone dies and they could have been assisted there and there, it's not only negligence. They knew exactly what they were doing and they eliminated a life of a 1-year-old. So we've opened a case of murder. It's up to the state to take up and do the necessary investigations because in our mind, someone has passed on and that's a murder case.
So they said they opened the case and all of those things. We didn't see the case number. Okay, cool, fine. They don't have to show us every single thing. We are fine with it. Now, the Operation Dulula says...
South Africans, Dudula here, the president of Operation Dulula. Today is the 27th of September 2025 and the time is 18:43. So today I'm here at Alexandra Police Station. Now this comes after EFF members have claimed to have opened a case of murder against myself. Now that is not true. There is no case of murder opened against myself because they had to be turned away. It can only be the state that can open a case of murder. Now with that all being said, we had made sure that we have to deal with the people that defame us on social media platforms, even on mainstream media. So we have a case number. We'll share it with you, but the truth is revealing itself. Now you know, South Africans, who is for you and who is for South Africa, for foreigners. Now Operation Dulula will always put South Africans first. Whether you take us to prison, whether you keep de-campaigning ourselves, but we will continue to put you first. Commander's morning.
So this is the same leader of Operation Dulula who went and opened a case. So if the Operation Dulula was charged with anything, they would have been apprehended there and there. But then you can say, okay, the police are still investigating, and then they will obviously arrest Operation Dulula's leader before when they complete the actual investigation. So Operation Dulula says the EFF cannot open a case of murder against them or anything that has to do with that situation, because the state should open a case against the organization, not the EFF. So tell me here, because Operation Dulula says they open a case against the EFF because obviously they're slandering their own brand and name. They are slandering Operation Dulula's brand and name. But on the other hand, they apparently did not open a case that we thought that they opened. The case of murder that they were talking about. It's not there. That's what the Operation Dulula is saying. But the Operation Dulula has the slips. They have the slips that they opened the case. Why do you guys have to lie? And we all know that, as said, the EFF needs a company that will make flip-flops that will be branded the EFF, because they are the perfect match to have a company that manufactures flip-flops, because they either flip-flopping, they lie, it's a lot of things. And they're calling people that they are thugs and all of this. The same people, the same South Africans that are eligible to vote, they are called thugs. Imagine if the people who were fighting for this country during apartheid were called thugs and all sorts of names because they were fighting for this country. The fight is still on in South Africa. Whether you like it or not, the fight is still on in South Africa, and it has never stopped, because we have never had the fruits of the people who fought for this country. Corruption and all those things, they make it so difficult for South Africans to enjoy the fruits of the people who died while fighting for this country. So there's political parties like the EFF now that are saying that we should share these whole fruits that we have in South Africa with the rest of the world for free. No, for free. They are not saying that they should come into the country legally, and afterwards they can use our own immunities in the country, our own public amenities in the country, whereas it doesn't say that. If you are here for health reasons in the country, you should have already applied to be in the country for health reasons so that you can get your medical insurance in the country. So that means you just come into the country and you do whatever you like, and then you just it's just fine. So by coming into the country illegally, you are already a criminal. But now the EFF says, no, you are not a criminal. You should be getting all the assistance in South Africa because, no, you are not a criminal. Even though you came into the country illegally, you are a criminal. You are a criminal coming into the country illegally, and you should be treated like a criminal, unfortunately. But anyway, thank you so much for watching till this far. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. I'll see you in my next upload. Like,